Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Crabby Morning. I am your host today, Liam, and
Crabby Morning.
Yes, John. Crabby Morning. I am here with my co-hosts,
John,
Dylan,
Kayla,
and with our special guest today, both my sisters are here with
Grace,
and
Margo. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. We'll be discussing about video games today and the evolution. So, I would like to start us off with one thing. What is the first game you've ever played?
Scooby-Doo, I think it was the Cyber Chase one. The one that they took from, it was a movie, but they made it into a game.
What console?
PS1.
True. I remember growing up, Liam and I, we played a lot of that, whatever, on the PlayStation, PS1, the Digimon game.
Oh my goodness, yes!
Yeah, dude. Where it was like, you just like fought each other.
Yeah.
It was kind of like,
Super Smash
yeah,
Bros.
I was gonna say, it was kind of like Super Smash Bros. Where you just like battlefield it.
Mm.
Can I say bad words?
Yes.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. Just shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
A little off topic, but I was gonna say that they just came out with a Smash-like game where it's like Nickelodeon characters instead.
Weird.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just add it to
Because they're not video game characters. They're like
video
shows.
game characters?
they're SpongeBob.
Wait, isn't Digimon technically cartoon characters?
Is-
Because it was a show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well,
doesn't-
let's not get into the logistics. Let's just say, yeah, John, you're right.
John, what was the first game you played?
Well, I must say that I did not play many video games as a child because
sorry.
I only had my computer for 30 minutes. But when I did, I played Super Smash Flash and Super Mario Flash and all those games that you would get on like Unblocked games.
Cool
I
math
played
games.
Pop Tropica, Cool
Oh,
Math
yeah.
games.
Dude,
Club
Club
Penguin.
Penguin.
Jinx.
Yeah.
I love Club Penguin. Let's go.
There's a Club Penguin rewritten version now, where it's not like owned by Disney,
Yeah.
but like some random people just rewrote it. So kind of cool, kind of a lot of fun. It's essentially the same thing.
Yep. All right.
I didn't mean to cut you off, John.
No, it's just that I just forgot my password to my Club Penguin account, and I had my free membership, where I bought all these items and used all these codes.
Cool.
I got the Zendaya wig
True.
from her music video replay.
I wonder, with the rewritten version, you don't need a membership. It's just kind of like everyone has everything
It's
or
just
whatever.
so sad when you get
Yeah.
all this stuff and then they just are like,
All my
well,
things
it's
are lost."
canceled.
Yep.
Sorry.
They were like, Club Penguin's over. Sorry, guys. See you
But-
next time.
Yeah, my first video game that I think I played was probably, if not with Dylan, one of his like Lego games. It was probably Pokemon Black and White.
Oh, I
yeah.
love Pokemon Black. I have white.
Just not to brag or anything.
Right.
All right, Grace, what was your first video game you played?
Was it FIFA?
No, like
You played a lot of Roblox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like my
Minecraft.
first thing because I saw some kid playing in the library one time and I was like, "What is that?"
What is that?
And I was trying to figure out what that was, and I was just typing so many like Lego stuff in the search bar, but it wasn't.
Lego game. Lego. Where they
block
play.
people game.
It's like Minecraft? No.
And I couldn't find it until like a year
Minecraft?
later. And then like the neighborhood friend and I would play Roblox at the time. I'm like 13, and then I lost my password because I accidentally gave it to somebody.
You never do that. You never share your password.
What? You gave your password to someone online?
They were like, free 9,000 Robux. Just type in your username
On
and
accident,
password.
yeah. So
God.
it took me a year to get it back, but because I had an email on there. They didn't change the email though; they just changed the password. So I just changed the email and whatnot, and I got it back. And then I lost my password again because I didn't know. I don't remember it. So awesome.
All right, Kayla.
I think the first game I ever played was Sly Cooper. I don't remember which
Dylan,
one it
you
was.
played Sly Cooper.
Me and Caleb talked a lot about how much we love that series.
It's so good.
Like Sly 2 is my favorite out of the series.
What is it?
It's like a stealth game, but it's got like a cartoonish style, and everyone's like a different animal.
The main character's a raccoon.
Is that why you
it's
like
really
raccoons?
cute.
Yes.
Raccoons are great.
I know.
Caleb's a raccoon fan. Caleb had a raccoon once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Was
That's
it soft?
great.
Huh?
Was it soft?
Kind of prickly.
Really?
Oh, because it was dirty.
Oh.
Did it have a little blue hat with a cane?
No, I gave it popcorn.
I had a webkin.
Oh.
It's like webkin. Speaking of games, haha, webkins. I had my first webkin was a raccoon, and I named her Peaches. And kind of upset that I don't remember my webkin's password because Liam and I had like a fuck ton of webkins.
We had so many webkins.
Yeah, they were great. They were
I think
so
between
fun.
us we had like 30.
Yeah,
I wish like they would do that with like squishmallows. You know?
that would be a lot.
How would they move around
I feel
in
like-
the world?
They
And
would like
roll
hop.
around.
They would hop like.
Yeah, probably hop. But I don't know. I feel like not a lot of people play like computer games much anymore. Mostly it's like
I
phone
still
or,
do.
Not like how it used to be,
Oh,
you
no.
know, where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you go home after school, you go on your computer,
And then it's like
play
a web.
games.
It's like a browser kind of game, not
Yeah.
like a whole different application kind of
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I
That's
still
kinda
Only
play
with
Pop
Roblox.
Tropica.
I haven't played Pop Tropica in so long.
I think it's because it's just not as popular as it used to be. I mean,
It's not
'cause-
as
But yeah, I
No,
kind
'cause-
of. I could. Sorry, you go ahead.
I know you're good. I was gonna say like because people play PC. I mean, PC's very very popular,
Yeah,
but
dude.
I guess the whole computer game format like has just kind of died down. Unless you're like in school and you play unblocked games like John was just talking about.
Oh yeah.
Papa's
Adobe,
Pizzeria.
like the Flash player isn't a thing
Or the
anymore.
cookie.
Fancy Pants. Or-
Yes.
Oh, that game was so fun.
Fancy pants.
I think that's what it was called. But it's like you guy with an orange pants. And you like run around. And you like fight monsters and stuff.
I don't know if I remember that one. I might be too old.
I remember this one time in my
You're, like,
computer
2
art
years
class
older
in
than me.
Italy. This kid was playing the GTA San Andreas on the computer, and I thought it was
Oh, God.
blocked. And I was like, "How did you even download that?" But it's whatever, man. It's whatever, homie. He never got caught. I mean, even if the teacher looked around, she didn't even care. So
I
it was
was-
computer art class.
I was in a college class, and somebody was playing Geometry Dash while the teacher was lecturing. It was like a guy sitting like right in front of me, like in the row, like right in front of me, and he was literally just like going at it in the game for the entire class. It was like each and every single time I was in there, he was playing Geometry Dash.
He got his priorities straight.
Right.
Dude, honestly, like computer lab time was like the best time.
Yes.
Hit it with some kid pics. That was like my y'all know kid pics, yeah.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna
Do you
lie.
know
I
kid
don't.
pics, Liam?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a
West Coast.
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Kid pics. It was like it's kind of essentially just like Microsoft Paint, but like
Yeah.
fun. And,
I played Kid Pics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Kid pics, come on and play with kid pics. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, just thought maybe the theme song would spark something, you know.
Thank
It didn't.
you.
They did with John. Oh wait, no.
No, I
you
just
never
remembered
it
that there was a
before.
Microsoft Paint kind of application.
Yeah, it was like kind of like Microsoft Paint, but it was a lot of fun.
Let's discuss.
We've
some-
not heard Dylan's
Oh.
first game.
But
Wait,
you
I
did.
thought we did.
You
I
said
did. What about
you could do
Kayla?
Cyber
Oh, no.
Chase.
Yeah.
And Kayla said
Kayla.
Sly Cooper. You said Roblox. Liam,
Cool.
I don't know what you
Oh yeah,
said.
we haven't heard yours yet. We heard everybody
Street
else's.
Fighter 1,
On what?
PS1. I remember playing it with Quinn and Tyler, or my older brothers, and they would not let me win. They were not forgiving.
Oh, I thought they would just like give you the controller and pretend you were playing.
They did that at first, and then I caught on real quick. They gave me the controller, like, "Oh, Liam, you're so good," and I'm like, "Wait a
I'm
minute."
not even doing anything.
I'm like, "That's not the move I use."
I had a friend who his I was playing with him because I had just done a sleepover at his house, and we were playing Minecraft on his 360.
Yeah.
his like little cousin had come over, and the cousin wanted to play with us, and my friend didn't want him to, so he gave him a turned off controller, and the kid was like 5 or 6 because he didn't know what was going on, and he thought he was playing the game on my friend's split screen. Yeah.
What do you guys think has changed the most, seeing as all of you guys have played pretty old games? Not calling you guys old or something. We're the same age.
But I was like, wait a minute.
But like you guys are all talking about PS1, and now it's the PS5, which someone might have, but we're not gonna say who because. But anyways, what do you guys think has changed the most in the video game industry?
Graphics and design, and just not only design of the software but the hardware, just to make it more efficient.
They can do a lot more than what they used to be. Like PS1, they could not do any of the stuff that goes on in video games today.
For real. I was laughing at the GameCube graphics.
Hey, I had a GameCube.
I love GameCube. That
I
was
had
the
a Game
first
Boy
console.
too.
Like Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so blocky.
But I
funny.
had one.
It's like that Bratz game that we got at the store. So the graphics are trash.
There you go.
It looks so blurry.
It does.
Looks like the Wii graphics, not gonna lie.
No, the Wii looks better.
I played
I guess so.
I played Luigi's Mansion on GameCube, but that was like the only game that I had on that console. What about PS2 games? Like, how is the going from PS1 to PS2? Do y'all really remember like anything big changing between the games in the first console to the second one, or vice versa with Xbox or Xbox 360?
We're a PlayStation family, Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who had an Xbox.
I had an
360.
Xbox original. I played it with Lawrence, my brother.
Is everyone here a PlayStation fan other
Well,
than me?
Well, I did Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
just
also
like
a
playing
Nintendo
video
child.
games.
I don't know.
But I have
growing up, we didn't really have an Xbox. We just
No.
had the PlayStation and Nintendo.
Yeah, we had the
Or DSs and stuff.
DS
Game
and
Boys.
PlayStations, yeah. But I just like playing games. Like, it could be on Xbox, it could be on the Atari, really anything, and I'll try to play it. Except for FIFA.
Doesn't Quinn like play?
No, he likes to play
Madden.
Madden, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's like the
2K.
same thing.
Is it so weird that we had that it started off with like arcade games and stuff where you would need this giant arcade machine, but now like all the arcade games are like mini games,
And like
and
portable
some
device.
like you can have it on your phone just as like, and it's just like the most simple thing you can have. And then there's like people like the only reason you would have an arcade machine is for like aesthetic purposes. That's
I
crazy.
mean, maybe aesthetic, but also just like other games that were on there, like
Pac-Man.
I was gonna say Pac-Man. Like this movie theater I used to go to growing up, like it had like a little Pac-Man thing, like
Space Invaders.
yeah, movie
Galaga.
things like that. I worked at an
Galaga.
arcade. Like there's little, just I guess I don't know. I think an arcade is different than like a whatever, like pinball.
Yeah.
I think the arcade
Whatever.
is just a vibe.
It is. It is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
We love an arcade.
It's the OG.
It's the same as like movie theaters where like you could watch a movie at home, but then you wouldn't get the movie theater feeling. I feel like that's very similar to what y'all talking about with an arcade, where like you could play a game at home.
For real,
But then-
man. You got me. But
You can't beat classic Galaga, Dig Dug, or Frogger.
Frogger, that is my favorite game.
Yes.
Like to play on an arcade.
Yes.
let's get really controversial. So everyone just dig deep with me, okay?
Okay.
Dig deep in what?
What do you think about the
Lava.
argument that video games, to people who might think that video games have a negative effect on the youth of today?
They're dumb.
As people who have grown up with
Clearly
video games,
it's working. Clearly it's done something to you.
Yes.
A negative effect. They're dumb.
all right.
My family doesn't love me.
Who has something to say on this topic?
Wait, could you repeat what you said?
Dylan!
Did you space out or something?
Yes.
I said, what do you think you would say to someone who thinks that it has a negative effect on children and probably doesn't want?
Play some games
Stupid.
yourself.
No, it's like someone. If you tell someone they're stupid, they're not gonna listen to you.
No,
Like,
I'm
That's
not.
not a good argument.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not
You
saying
have to
they're
use it
stupid. I'm saying that
because.
like the idea that video games could have like a negative effect on people isn't really accurate. Because I mean, like, you know, you kind of play a game to de-stress.
Have you played Overwatch?
I was gonna say.
Have you played Bloodborne
Well,
and any
it
of the other Souls games?
Well, of course, it depends on the game, like y'all are saying. But like I'm saying, like most
sure
games
about
you
that.
play just to kind of like escape from what you're doing in the real world and try to do something in a digitized world.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is,
Escapism.
yeah, a video game's not going to make you a certain type of person. I mean, like, you're going to make yourself a certain type of person at the end of the day. What you're consuming in video games, as well as movies for that fact, isn't going to really dictate that all that much. And if something does sway you a certain way, it's because you had, like, inner feelings about that prior to it.
Well, I have something to say about that.
Me too.
Because I played a lot of Dragon Ball Z games growing up, and they had a lot of violence to them,
Yes.
and that led me to pursue my love and passion for martial arts.
So it inspires?
It does.
Well, I was gonna. I was gonna. Have you ever played Mario Party? Like any of them?
Oh yeah.
You'll turn
Yes.
all your friends and family into your enemies, like your worst enemies.
Exactly. Experience the. It was fun though.
Have you seen Twilight? That inspired a whole generation of people. So, yeah, things have an influence.
Twilight,
dude.
I'm
Yeah.
Team Jacob.
Team Jacob.
Who are you?
I'm Team Alice.
Oh wow. The
Team
hidden
Jacob.
third team.
What'd you
The
say?
hidden third team is Team Alice. The team you never
Alice.
knew existed. I didn't know there was a Team Alice. It's always Team
there's a
Edward.
fucking team whoever you want to be. Whoever you want.
I'm team,
I'm team Dr. Cullen or
I'm team that tree that Edward Cullen threw in the first
I'm
movie.
team motorcycle that Bella crashed. This isn't even
Okay.
anymore. Sorry, I just got.
Alright.
That was like something like that. I don't know. I
Oh.
think video games are cool, and they inspire people a lot to do cool things.
Especially
and that,
Animal Crossing.
And it's a unification.
Unification.
I know a lot of kids. They're like, oh, I hate you. You want to play Among Us with me?
Among Us.
They like Among Us. And even though it's like
Sissy
super
Baka.
cringy
Yeah.
to see all these kids obsess over Fortnite and
They don't even
And
know the
Roblox
true video
and-
games,
yeah,
bro. They
but
missed
they're
out.
like-
bro,
They like-
it's nice to see them make friends with everybody else because they all want like an Among Us sticker or something.
I think it's cool now that it's like growing up. I mean, like do whatever you want, live the life you want. But growing up, definitely things were like this is like a boy thing. Red is a boy color. Blue's a boy color. But it's cool to see now. It's just like, bro, anyone can play a video game. I mean, like it's always been like that, but more socially
Accepted.
Kind of, yeah.
And
where it's
diverse.
Like, yeah, where people like anyone can play video games, and it's just like now I'm like, I can play more video games and enjoying myself and
Mhm.
becoming violent and crazy and wanting to kill people because like I
In a
like,
good
lot of
way.
shooting
In a
games.
good way, because
Yeah,
it's
video games.
because it's positive.
just for points.
I was
so
being
I could
sarcastic.
Okay.
So I can't
Um,
even spend in the store. Gotta buy stuff. That's the other thing I hate. When video games are like, it's free. You earn points to get something, but you need to earn like a ton of points just to get the bare minimum of one thing, and then
Or
if
you can buy.
That just-
or you can buy.
That just popped something into my brain.
Oh,
Loot
Liam, are you gonna
boxes.
talk about? I thought you were gonna
Oh.
talk about ESPN, not ESPN. What? What?
What?
EA
No, what?
Sports.
EA Sports. Oh, they always make you buy mystery boxes. It's literally gambling.
Oh yeah.
Or
I've
all
heard
the,
this discussion many times. You ready to take the rundown?
all the
Because
Call of
I'm
Duty.
so passionate about this topic because they're scumbags and they're sucking the money out of our wallets.
I hope you hear this, EA.
Yeah, EA.
No.
No.
Company
yes.
that we do not. That is 2 letters that we.
No, I'm calling you out, EA.
No.
Fight me in the octagon.
We're allowed.
Okay.
Fight me in the UFC.
But on a serious note, I really don't enjoy the idea of loot boxes because it's ruined relationships and families. And like you think I'm kidding? There was one kid who emptied his whole mom's bank account on Fortnite V-Bucks.
Whoa. Wild. That's
He must
really
be the most
sad,
popular
actually.
kid in school.
Yeah.
Then.
Mom did not have control over her child.
Well, mom probably can't if the child takes her money.
Why does the child have her?
I was gonna
credit
say,
card
why does the child have
information?
access to that?
You know what? I didn't read too much in the story. I was just so flabbergasted that child was dumb.
Yeah, that is really stupid.
I feel like
But the
that's
child-
more of a parent problem.
I agree.
It's both.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
Just leaving it out there for anybody.
And then there's... Did you know that FIFA, EA's game... no, it's a bad thing. Well, people enjoy the game, but it's also a bad thing because... I forgot which one it is. I think it was 2019, FIFA 2019, that they made 28% of their whole revenue on loot boxes alone.
It's not like I got.
Ew. Everyone say ew. Ew.
Hey, but you know another thing is Call of Duty is also really bad about that.
Yeah, they've gone downhill as of lately. And it's really sad that, I mean, not all game companies, but like the game companies that I enjoyed playing as a kid that have crumbled and have just gone down a dark path.
Ouch. It's just very weird because it seems a little bit money hungry of them. I don't know. I love that they care to make like a good game, but sometimes it seems a little extra. Like Super Smash Brothers, it costs $60 for the game, which is so good. It's such a good game. But then it's $10 for online to be able to play with every other person who is not in your house. Then it's $30 to play with 6 extra fighters, and another $30 to play with 6 extra fighters. So it's like playing double the price of the actual game.
Triple.
to play with your
And
homies.
To play with your homies with a couple extra little add-ons. But that was just interesting to me.
In Titanfall, you pay $60 for the game. Well, when it first came out, but you have to, if you don't have an online, you have to pay another $60 for it just to even play the game. At least for like I said, at least for the first one. But there's a lot of games that are like that where you have to pay an extra amount of money just because it's solely an online game, and that's not even counting base price for that game.
That's why I would say it would be a negative effect, because like when there were in the Wii and stuff, there you could do online games for free. With the Nintendo DS, the original Nintendo DS, you could do online stuff for free. But now that there's like this opportunity and this ideology that you can charge for like playing online, and they suddenly were like, "Oh right, we'll do it too." Like when the Switch came out, the Wii and all previous consoles, it was like, "Oh, you can connect online if you want to for free."
I was just about to bring that up because on the PS3 you could just buy a game, and then if it had online, you could just play online. You didn't have to pay for any extra services.
But it's just become like a thing where it's
Which is
like,
so
well, you're
weird.
doing it, we can do
Exactly,
it too.
like one person. And it's like, well, I guess now we all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, honey, we will charge people to play games online with their friends.
Oh. But anyways, I think. Does someone have something? I think we should finish. So sorry. Oh my gosh. What do you want? What?
Don't beat him, Grace.
I have one thing that I did want to talk about. Margo, this is actually going with something that you said earlier. About how video games was seen as more of like a boy thing.
Yeah.
The reason for that is actually I heard that when video games first came out, they were considered toys, and at the time they weren't sure if they wanted to put it in the boys section or the girls section, and they ended up putting it in the boys section.
Weird.
And so people just automatically assumed that it was a boy thing, and then it went from there.
That's whack, dude. Nothing should be like that.
Yeah.
Let people enjoy things.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I was in the store this week, and this girl was like, and this lady was with her like 3-year-old kid. She was like, and he was like, "Mommy, I want to buy a horsey." It was like, "No way, you're buying a girl horsey. Go buy a boy horsey." And
It's like
how do you know?
The horse is hung as fuck.
Anyways,
I
but
don't know.
It's an object.
should we finish off by saying what you think the best video game you've played is? Video game
I was
recommend.
gonna say, why do we still play video games? Like,
Because it's fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
Adorable.
that. Yeah.
It brings dopamine to my brain.
What was a game that had a major impact on you?
I like this question. Can we do this?
Yes.
Well, we can answer your question as well.
Yes.
All right, Dylan, you go first.
Sly 2,
All right,
just because it was such a staple of my childhood.
nice. And Liam, what was your question?
It wasn't important because I forgot.
FIFA.
Yeah, no, FIFA is not my game-changing.
But those microtransactions.
No, I would say
They changed your bank account.
one game that impacted me a lot was Borderlands 2 because that game was literally my whole middle school. I played that game so much with my friends, and we did everything you could in that game. Like all the main story, side missions, DLCs, challenges, you name it, we did it. And I spent like hundreds of hours in that game.
Kayla?
I have to say Legend of Zelda,
Mm.
the old retro one.
Mm.
Because that was technically the very first video game I ever played because my uncle had it. So whenever I guess he was okay with me being in his room, he would let me play it, and I would play it for hours. And that kind of what started my mild obsession with video games.
In a good way.
Yes,
good,
in a
good.
good
All right, Grace.
They
Grace.
could
Sorry.
either be Minecraft or Roblox because I was just like similar to Liam. Like I'd play with my friends, and it would just be like something I love to do since elementary school. So it's like, you know what, something I love.
For reals.
I guess, I don't know. Also, it just got me into like liking cars now, and just, you know, car games and racing games. I love cars. I love cars and planes.
I like trains.
No, leave.
All right, Margo.
Probably Club Penguin. Low
Yep.
key. Low key, high key, Club Penguin. It was always so fun to just like
Come home from school. And
come home, log on the computer. Mom said it's my turn. Just hash out like 4 hours of Club Penguin in one go, and just like, I don't know, just like play with people and do like cute little mini games and like play with my friends or whatever. Yeah, just like mostly playing with friends or just like meeting people on the internet or like, I don't know, just like fun stuff like that, like getting cute little outfits.
my favorite thing to do in Club Penguins was the martial arts add-on that they did.
Oh, the dojo.
The dojo.
Yes.
I was in there 24/7. Oh
Which
my-
did you choose? Water, fire?
I chose fire. All right, we're at her.
No, I chose fire, but like, I don't know.
Well, you chose fire, so what do you?
I don't know. Maybe I was thinking water or something.
My favorite game on there, I don't know. I think it was like either like oh shit, there's so many fucking games. Maybe like the pizza one.
Oh, the pizza.
The pizza one. That one was kind of stressful.
Yeah,
That was
it
really
was.
setting me up for my future existing in the world. Or like the sledding
Waving
game. The sledding game. Or
What about that
The cart game.
Yeah, I was about to
the
say-
minecart
Minecart.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
was lots of
scare
fun.
me. That would scare me because every time I like didn't make it, it'd be like
Or
make me jump.
the dancing game where like you go into
Oh yeah.
Or
What about that
the
boat
fishing
game?
game.
That boat game where I have to dodge the things,
Oh
the objects.
yeah, that's like the sledding game, but you're just like water rafting or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like naming all the games. I'm like, I liked this one and this
What
one.
about the fishing?
Yeah, I said that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Did
that
you
one.
like discover like the hidden areas though?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude,
Oh,
I was so into Club Penguin, and then they
Yeah.
added like the
Secret agent.
secret agent
Yo,
dude.
you and I were like secret agents, and like you and I would like give each other information. Like,
Yeah.
yo, did you find this out? And I'm like, no. Like, tell me about it.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
Look
Club
at
Penguin
this,
is so
bringing
good.
each other together through video games.
Only fighting each other sometimes.
It's my turn to play Club Penguin.
Yeah.
I
How about you, John?
I don't remember what it's called, but when I first got my DS, it was my first console, and I bought it in secret from my father.
Uh-oh.
Because we weren't allowed to have video game consoles, but I saw it for $10 at a thrift store.
You said go crazy.
I did go crazy, and it came with this game where you capture monsters. It was like Pokemon, basically, but it's not Pokemon. And everyone was on their phones in 6th grade by the time we got there. When free time, but I bought my DS, and DS time had already passed for them. And I think I single-handedly brought back video games into the modern era because I was the only one in the cafeteria playing on their Nintendo DS while everyone was on their phones.
Dude, that was like the best, like getting off of school and like getting on the school bus and like everyone's on Picto chat just like going crazy and stuff like that. Like, the Picto chat's just blowing up. People are like, yo, what's going on?
Yo.
Hey. It's like, dude, get into chat 6 or ABC.
Yo.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that was a lot of fun.
Alright.
I love
Dylan.
my Nintendo Switch because I still bring it. I'm sorry, John. But
You hurt his feelings.
I'm sorry, but I just had to.
Why do you want a Nintendo Switch?
Because I bring it to school. Well, I don't bring it to school anymore. That was 9th grade. But
See, but everyone brings their Switch to school, and it's so cool to be like...
Exactly. So every morning nowadays, every morning I play somebody else's Switch because they bring in the Mario Kart 8, which I don't.
I got it for Christmas. Ooh. Yo.
Dylan, why don't you finish us off with our question of the day?
All right. The question of the day will be, what video game gives you the most joy? And what do you think video games will be like 20 years from now?
Dead, like the world.
True.
It's gonna burn.
All right.
Nothing's real.
Thank you guys so much. And like
Like and subscribe and have a
Like and
crabby
subscribe.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.